Hey everybody, my name is Vanessa and I'm here to guide you on Xello for adult learners. So today we are going to be logging into our Xello accounts. So you can do that through a browser tab. So you can go onto login.xello.world, or you already might have single sign-on set up depending on if you're logging in at school, and that'll be on whatever device that you guys use for single sign-on. And the second part of this page is get ready to explore. So if you do have any trouble signing in, just let your instructor know. They might be able to reset some passwords for you, depending on what's going on. So, why are we here today? So, by the end of this video, I'm hoping that you're going to be able to understand the basics of Xello as an adult ed user. We are here to support your college, career, and life readiness programs. So, whatever that pathway may be, we do celebrate that and let you explore that in Xello. I want to leave you with ideas on how to get started in your account today, and I want you to feel more confident about your future goals, whatever they may be. A little bit about Xello and our partnerships. So we first partnered with the Florida Department of Education, and that was for the K to 12 users. So that means kindergarten to grade 12. Since then, we have expanded to adult education. That's why I'm speaking to you today. And these are some of the other partners that we work with. In the Xello program, you're going to be able to navigate our three pillars, and everything is going to be organized about those three pillars. So that is going to be about me, explore, and plans. You'll see a lot of that obviously in the platform. We're also going to be showing you how to build a resume today. I'll be talking about that, a little bit about our Florida Life Simulator as well. We also have assessments in Xello. So these are kind of like quizzes that you can take to learn more about yourself. So the first one that Xello is going to ask you to do is called Matchmaker. And this consists of 39 questions, and it's going to provide you an initial career match for all of the careers in the database. So that's based on kind of what you're interested in. Then we have our personality styles. So this consists of 28 questions. This is going to strengthen those career matches to that personality style in the profession that you want to go in. Then we have our mission complete, which is the last inventory based on your interests. So this one is 49 questions. It's connected to Matchmaker, and this is going to fine tune those career matches even more. Then we have our skills lab. So this is going to generate career matches based on skill preferences, meaning skills that you want to use in your career, in your life, day to day. And then, of course, we have our learning styles, which is 20 questions. And this is going to summarize personal learning profile for you of your learning style. So it's going to tell you some tips and tricks to know about yourself there. So, like I mentioned in our pillars, we also have that explore pillar. So, this is a really great one for you to use if you want to do research on those careers, get those demands of where are you living. Like, what's that career look like where you are? Do you need to move for your career? Different, questions to consider there. We also have information about schools and majors that you might be interested if you want to up those skills. Maybe you already were in school, but maybe you need to get a certificate, or you have that option in Xello to do all of your research all in one place, and you can save as you go along, which I am going to show you in the program. And then we also have goals that you can set. So I did mention we have our 9 different pathways. You can create a goal or a plan in Xello on how to get there, and we're going to show everything that you can do. So it's a full circle moment. You're going to be coming in there. You can create your goals. You can create that pathway. You have a to-do list in there, and we're really setting you up for success. So that being said, let's go ahead and go into our dashboard of our student dashboard. So I just want to let you know that I am logged in as a grade 12 student today. But for adult education students, you actually will be called student other. But the reason why I'm actually logged in as a grade 12 student is because you are actually going to see all the features that the grade 12 students have for the scholarship research and planning and college planning. So the reason why I'm logged in on my demo account as a grade 12 student is because my student other doesn't have all those fun things set up for me. So just to make sure that you're going to see what you're going to get, I'm logged in at this way. And the main difference here is that where it says grade 12, for you, it's just going to say view all lessons. It's not going to say grade 12, but everything else will look the same. So this is your home page or your dashboard. On the top right hand corner, this is your student icon. And if English is your second language, this is where you can change that. So maybe you want to change it to Haitian Creole. You are able to do that in Xello, and boom, everything is going to change for you so that you're able to read in the language that you're more comfortable with. You can flip back and forth if you need to, but everything is in full translation and super helpful if you need to do that. The other thing I'd like to mention is that Xello is written at a sixth grade reading level, so just keep that in mind once you're going through everything. I'm going to change that back because I don't know Haitian Creole, and we're going to stick to English for this one. All right, so, oh, that did not change. Maybe I didn't actually click the change button. Here we go. All right, perfect. We're back. We're back in action. So a little bit more high level about this homepage. You have our 3 pillars here. You also have them at the top of the page here for you to jump in at any time. These green check marks mean that I've completed these assessments. So I did my matchmaker, I've done my personality style, mission complete, but I haven't completed my learning style. The great thing about Xello is that you can jump in anytime where you left off. It's always going to save things for you. And that's to do with your lessons, the assessments. It will save where you left off. So I know that I have a few more questions to go in my progress bar. Further down, we also have our Florida Life Simulator. So the Florida Life Simulator is a really cool tool that you can use to budget your life. So you choose a career and then you choose a lifestyle that you want, and you can see how that will play out. It is based on your location, so keep that in mind. You can change the location if you want to somewhere else in Florida, but this is just a Florida feature, so you guys are special. We also have portfolios on the homepage, and portfolios are a great way for you to showcase your skills. So maybe you are getting into the workforce and you want to show an employer on your resume, because this can be shared externally, maybe some work that you've done in the past. Maybe you have some photos or some other work that you want to attach here as a file. You're able to do that in your portfolio and really stand out to that employer. You can also do surveys in Xello. So these are what your instructor would be putting on the page for you on this dashboard. We have an adult ed pathways. So that is a questionnaire based on what pathway that you're interested in. And then we also have assignments. So the assignments are what your instructor would put on there for something that they want you to complete or do. You'll have a due date on here if you've submitted it or not. And that'll only show up on your dashboard that you have an assignment. And then further down, we also have our links and resources. These are special links or resources that your instructor or your school wants you to take a look at. So for example, this Bright Future Student Handbook, this is how to apply to that Bright Future Scholarship to see what that's all about. Scrolling back up, your lessons are also going to be on this page. Like I mentioned, you're going to be able to click on View All Lessons, and you can take a look at what lessons that we have going on here. So we have career backup plans, career path choices, defining what is success to you, and some time management. So once you've completed, you'll see a green check mark. And if you started anything, once again, you're going to have that progress bar to show how far you are or what's left to do. And you will have a full view of all the lessons. So you can take part in any of these lessons. And honestly, some of them are really cool and I enjoy doing them myself. So that is high level overview of your dashboard. Now we're going to go into the About Me section, which is self-explanatory. It's all about you in your Xello account. So you can change your profile picture if you want. You can also add an account background. For the career matches, because I've already done those assessments, I have career matches straight away. So if I'm interested in some of these, I can heart them. If I want to view all of the career matches, I can click on View All, and I can go through the list of which ones make the most sense to me. Maybe I want to save this. So when I heart something, it will show up on this top right-hand corner in all of my saved options. So I have careers that I've saved that I'm interested in. I have schools that I might be interested in attending. I can save majors in here. So there's a lot of different things that you can save as you go. And you can also break it down up here as well. So if I want to only look at the majors and programs, only look at my schools, I can click that. And I also have my scholarships at the top. So let's go back to About Me. And the other thing I want to point out actually is the top right corner, these three dots. If I want to review my answers for Matchmaker or reset Matchmaker and do it all over again, I can do that. I'm just going to click on review my answers to show you what I'm talking about. So for example, learning about and using physics. If I'm not sure what that means, I can click on this little eye icon, which means information. And it's going to tell me exactly what that is about. So it's knowing a lot about heat, light, sound, magnetism, electricity, and electronics. You could be involved in working and solving engineering problems. You can help create new medical techniques, or you might develop and improve products and processes. You often have to learn more about physics as a part of the training for these jobs, and you are going to use math too. To be honest, for me, that sounds like a nightmare. So I'm actually going to keep that as a dislike. You know what? In fact, I'm going to change that to dislike very much. So just to let you know, anything you change here will change those career matches for you on your Xello account. So you want to make sure that you're answering truthfully. Otherwise, you're going to get matched with careers that don't make sense. We also have the other assessments on here, that personality style. So mine is a persuader, helper, and creator, but you could be a builder, thinker, or organizer. So you can review your results here and it'll tell you all about it. It's based off the Holland model. What does that mean? It's going to tell you here. And what is a creator? It's going to tell you different like working environments that make sense, and then also careers that make sense for that personality. We also have the learning style, which I haven't completed. We have that skills lab where I have talked about skills I want to use. This after high school, one thing I wanted to point out about this is that will also pop up when you log into Xello. It's going to be like, hey, what's your goal after high school? Don't worry about that part. It's actually just to know what pathway you're interested in, whether you want more schooling. Do you want to get into a career right away? Do you want to take a gap year? You're not really sure what's going on. That's what that is talking about for your goal. You also have your favorite clusters. So those are the subjects or career clusters, sorry, that you're actually interested in. And then you also have a resume builder in Xello. So in this experience box, we'll feed straight into the resume, and we're going to jump into that right now. So I already added a bunch of experiences in here already, but let's add another one just in case for today's video. So I am going to put receptionist. Okay. And this was at a dental clinic. Okay, and the time period is required because they're going to want to know when you work there. So I'm going to put January of 2018 to January of 2019. I only worked there for a year. I'm going to put my location as Jacksonville, Florida. And what did I like? I liked my office. Oh, and work environment. You can really write anything that you like here. If you're not sure what to write, Xello will also help you with information, and that's going to be actually on the resume page. For now, I'm not going to fill any of this out just for timing purposes. I'm going to save that, and I'm going to scroll up, and let's go into our resume and update that. As you can see here, I already have a bunch of things filled out for my resume. We do have tips and samples if you've never written a resume or if you need some extra encouragement. We have that up here. And I'm going to go to my work experience and I'm going to press edit and I'm going to add in receptionist at the dental clinic. All right, that is in here. And it's already added onto my timeline. I also have my skills. I can also edit my skills at any point if I want to add storytelling, Maybe I am open-minded and I want to update that. I can add that on my resume. Volunteer experience, awards and achievement that I've had, as well as any activities and interests that I like. You can click download resume, and you're able to download your resume, or you can download as a text only. What that means is you're able to go into a different account, like maybe Canva, and just put in your text there. And maybe you want to zhuzh up that resume and use different stuff, because ours is a little bit more basic, but that gives you the option to work on a different program for your resume. All right. So that being said, there are some different options here. You can put in your own personal skills and interests that you like, but we're going to go ahead and go to the Explore tab, and then we're going to go to our Plans tab. First, with Explore, you have your careers, schools, education, and training. You're able to do awesome research in here about any of these subjects. You're also able to see if there's any companies hiring for work-based learning experiences. So we are going to be opening up our statewide network, and you're going to be able to see options all around Florida if there is a opportunity that maybe you can get paid to work. Maybe you want to be a nurse and there's a hospital that is hiring for you to do work there while you're in school, and you can get paid for it. Maybe there's an apprenticeship. We also have those supported pathways on your Explore page where you can do, or you can look at different information about a pathway that you want to go. Maybe you want to go straight to work. And what does that mean? This is just going to explain the pathway, maybe some jobs that you can go straight to work in, the finances that might be involved with that. Pretty much anything you want to do, you can also take this pathway. So remember that area where it says, what do you want to do after high school? You can click on that and add it to your pathway. Let's go quickly back to Explore, and we're going to check out a career. So I am going to go into communication specialist, and I can see if, like, why this was an excellent match on the top, or the right-hand corner here, find out why. And it's going to show me everything that I filled out in Xello. So that's why it's important that you truthfully fill out this information, because it's going to show the interests that I have align with this career. Once again, you can change some of your answers at any point in this area. And it's going to show the skills that I want to use, if it's different or similar or same to close to what this career involves. So all that information is going to be on here. Great options for you to check out. It's going to tell me my earnings, it's in high demand, and it might require a 4-year college. So that's something to think about as well if I'm wanting to do more school. So you are able to take notes about this career. Keep in mind your instructor will be able to check out those notes as well. Any important factors that you should be thinking about. So there's lots to explore on this page. You can create your own as well. I'm going to say that I like it a lot, and I'm going to continue down. It's going to tell you about your job descriptions. Maybe there's another career that is similar and is related. That's going to show up right here. We also have the career cluster that it belongs to, so technology and communications. We also have interviews on Xello with a male or female perspective. You will have that to check out as well. And we also have companies. So like I mentioned, maybe there's a work experience that you can look into that's either paid or not paid, but you can get your foot in the door with the company. You can apply for that there. And then, of course, what we all want to know is, what is this career demand? It's an increasing demand in Orange County, high demand in Florida in general, and it's a national demand is pretty high. So each color here, you can see that this is stable, decreasing, nothing is decreasing, so that's good. So it's all in the green. It's looking good for this career. You're going to learn about core tasks, what the workplace could be like, and what's suited for the personality. So for me, it says a creator, helper, persuader is good for this career. So that's what my personality types are. Obviously, if you don't align fully with it, that's okay too. You might get 2 out of the 3, and that's totally fine. Working conditions you might need to consider, like for example, this one, you might have to work overtime or on weekends. So that's something you might want to think about. The potential earnings for this role. You can also look up a different state or region up here as well. A sample career path that you should be looking at, what the responsibilities could entail. and any education and training. So, are there any majors or programs and apprenticeships? Now, this is not correct because there definitely are majors and programs for this. So, I'm going to refresh my page and see if that changes. Well, we must be glitching out right now because I've definitely saved a major already for this career. So apologies, I'm not sure why that is not showing. If I go into my saved options and go into majors and programs, communications general or public relations image management are the ones that I was checking out. So I'm going to click on that right here. All right, so you can save that major, which I already did. It's going to tell you information about the major, what courses are involved. So if there's anything in here that is a red flag for you, you can always check that out. And of course, it's going to talk about the schools that offer this major. So if I want to get a bachelor's degree, I can check out maybe Palm Beach Atlantic University and see some information about this school. If I like that school, I can save it. Okay, and it's going to tell me all about the school. So, the majors that are there, information about your student body, campus life, how to apply, the costs associated, any sports that you might be interested in campus life. So, you can actually take this person and drag it onto the campus, and you can have a street view of what that campus looks like. The other thing I want to show you quickly is in our plans. So in the plans tab, so there's two things. One, I want to show you information about scholarships. This is where you're able to look for scholarships locally or across the state. So here you're able to research any scholarships. You can save scholarships that you might want to get into, and it's sorted by how it's recommended. Now, the reason why it's recommending these is because I have a profile where I filled out questions about scholarships. So remember, that is under plans. If I wanted to edit my profile of my questionnaire, it's going to take me back to the scholarship profile and I'm able to edit that. Also, on the plans page, we have planning for your personal goals or future plans. So, if you wanted to create a plan on one of these pathways, maybe we're going straight to work and I want to, get in a receptionist at a hospital. Oh, okay, so maybe that's a goal of mine to get into the hospital. I want to leave that dental clinic and go there. So our next step is it's going to be like, okay, add this career to my plan if it's a career in here. Talk to my counselor or family about going straight to work. This could be a friend; it doesn't have to be family. And create your resume, because if you're going straight to work, you need a resume. How committed are you to the hospital receptionist? I am going for it. So I can add more tasks. I can add an additional pathway if I need more schooling. Maybe I want to take like an admin certificate course. Any careers that might have to do with this, and any notes I'm going to take. So you can kind of create that plan. If you need suggestions, Xello will also help you out with that. So that is a high level overview of the main features that you can check out in Xello. I think the main thing is your Explore tab and probably the resume builder. The other thing that you can totally check out is that Florida Life Simulator. So just make sure that you do an assessment first, because you can choose a career that makes the most sense. So in this case, that advertising copywriter that I saved, the public relations specialist, maybe I want to do it based on that. Okay, it's going to say that I'm hired. I can also add that I have family. So you can add that in here too. You can add your family member. It's going to adjust in lifetime the costs associated with that. So I'm going to say this is my spouse. You can add a child. You can add a pet. I'm going to keep it simple. And then we're going to go ahead and we can add our living expenses. So there's about 14 questions. It takes a little bit of time to go through. And we're going to rent an apartment because it's just the two of us. And you can see your money gets dwindled down as you go along. So this is really awesome. Definitely get in here. I hope you all enjoy Xello, enjoy your journey on here, and hope all of you have a great day. And thanks for watching.